Tonight, we reached out to a local woman who knows the pain and impact of PTSD all too well.
Beverly Franklin's son took his own life after completing two tours of duty in Iraq. Eyewitness News reporter Caroline Goggins sat down with her tonight, and she joins us now live in studio with more in-depth coverage. Caroline?
Well, Mike and Shannon, one of the headlines from this tragedy is that the alleged shooter was a former Marine who reportedly suffered from PTSD stemming from his military service. But we want to be clear that has not been determined to be a factor in this tragedy at this time. Tonight, I spoke with Beverly Franklin, whose son Michael suffered from the same disorder when he returned from serving overseas. She tells me some people don't realize how serious it can be. She's a Gold Star mom.
Yes, I lost my son 8 years ago to PTSD.
Who refuses to let her son's memory fade.
Suicide.
Beverly Franklin's son Michael was a U.S. Army sergeant. He did 2 tours in Iraq, and when he returned home to the States to his wife and 2 young kids, he began suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
There were signs that there was something wrong with Michael. And when I tried to get Michael help, nobody wanted to hear it. And he didn't see it.
On September 27, 2010, in Fort Hood, Texas, where he lived with his family, Michael shot and killed his wife, and then he turned the gun on himself. His mother still lives with that pain.
Hey, how you doing?
I first met Beverly on Memorial Day in 2017 at an event to raise awareness about the impact PTSD can have on veterans and their families.
I hope Michael would be proud because I want to make sure that nothing else happens to his fellow brothers and sisters.
The man suspected of killing 12 people inside a California bar Thursday morning was also a veteran, a former Marine. Upon hearing that news, this Gold Star mom had a message. She says a troubled veteran may have committed this horrific act, but she tells us he does not represent them all.
If every combat vet that went over there that suffers from PTSD came back and shot up the place, there would be nobody left. You know, that is not what they're about. They're coming back trying to live with what they saw. They're looking for understanding, and they're looking for help.
And the Marine Corps responded to this morning's shooting, saying it extends its deepest condolences to the families of the victims in this senseless tragedy. I'm Caroline Goggin, Eyewitness News.